ain't nothing like an old fool. You just as stupid as you was when you was young.
I don't really be in people's business, but Skrilla and Keyshia Cole, what?
Age ain't the problem, cause God knows I love me a cougar. But Skrilla, this Skrilla right here.
He fly you out just not to get raped?
I don't know.
Skrilla, how you feel about that? You fly her out, do all of this, and she don't let you.
Bill Cosby.
I'm sorry, what?
I should've cheated.
I know it's real when Keyshia Cole is on Kensington or wherever the fucking crackheads in Philly be at. Like, when she's over there, I believe it's real.
Cole, why is you fucking Skrilla? Out of all the... What are you doing, ma'am? Are you okay?
Help me understand.
Women are disappointed after Keyshia Cole popped out, booed up with Philly drill rapper Skrilla. But I'm confused because I thought the dating advice was date younger, have fun, use these men to have a good time, stop making every relationship about marriage, date who makes you happy, date who you want.
See, once you start just realizing that most of these niggas out here, they're only meant for fun purposes, guys. You're not supposed to fall in love with these niggas. It don't matter how good, they get the hit, you don't fall in love. You just have fun with them niggas. And when you stop having fun with them niggas, you be done with them niggas.
The best way as a woman to live your life, have lovers, okay? Have sex with them, have dinner with them, kiki a little bit with them. Don't let them up in your house, okay? Don't let them spend the night, okay? Go on vacation with them, okay? Don't commit to them. Okay, don't be vulnerable with them. Okay.
Life is doing good. When it comes to these niggas though, if you really want to know, I'm just having my way with it. I'm having my way with it. But one thing I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna be sitting down at home. Fuck out of here. I love my party game sometimes, but sometimes y'all think I'm supposed to be a granny. I'm not no granny bitch. Okay, I'm gonna have my little fun.
So what changed? Because judging by these comments, apparently none of that applies when y'all don't approve of the man. Now, the reactions online have less to do with Keyshia Cole and more to do with how inconsistent social media's dating advice can be. People say, date who you want until you actually date who you want. Then suddenly everybody becomes your relationship consultant. Why is anybody surprised? Y'all are acting shocked, but based on what? This isn't the first younger man. This isn't the first rapper. This isn't the first relationship people have questioned. She's been linked to Baby, Huncho. We've seen Nico, now Skrilla. Now Keyshia is 44 and Skrilla is 27. And men and women continue to bring up the age gap. Could she date a man her age or older? Possibly. But is that even who she wants? The men around her age that she has publicly been linked to were years ago. So at this stage, she may simply find younger men more attractive or prefer dating them. And we also don't know if the men who she finds attractive her age are even pursuing her. And apparently age gaps have different rules depending on the gender. When women date younger, it's usually she's living her best life, she's having fun, she's exploring. Age ain't nothing but a number. Stella got her groove back. Love is love. He's above the age of 18. He's legal. And women have been pretty vocal about why some of them like younger men too. They say they're more physically attractive, more energetic, higher sex drive, more open-minded, more emotionally available, less set in their ways, and less hardened by life and years of dating. Some women even like the idea that they can teach them or mold them.
Psychologically speaking, they have said that technically younger men and older women are a perfect match.
Really?
For a lot of reasons.
Wow.
Okay. What's the reasons?
So there are sexual reasons where women 40 plus, where we've reached our peak, especially if you can't procreate anymore. Sex is purely recreational for us. And we have a lot of experience in that area that a lot of young men want to know about.
And your drive is actually a bit higher as well as you get.
It sure is.
Interesting.
No consequences with that one.
Interesting.
There are 5 reasons why I prefer to date younger men in my 40s. I didn't choose the cougar life. The cougar life chose me. So number 1, younger men are funner and they have more energy. Like, I'm not a boring person, so I'm gonna want somebody who's gonna either match my energy or at least be down for the ride. Number 2, they are respectful of my time. Like, they understand that I have a lot on my plate and they are very eager to get whatever time that they can with me, and then they're gonna make the best of it at that. Number 3, they tend to show more interest in who I am as a person. Number 4, I find that younger men tend to be more empathetic and open-minded. Like, the amount of older men that I've had to fucking explain empathy and basic human decency to is fucking crazy. Number 5, younger men tend to appreciate my wisdom and intelligence more. Like, older men like to treat me like I'm some dumb little girl. And then when I flex my intellect and my wit and, you know, my random knowledge, they get, you know, a little ego bruised, right? It hurts their egos.
That often I date younger men. And a lot of it is because...
Let's stop on that, folks.
Oh my God, we had a great dinner. We had a great dinner, by the way, where across the table, your husband goes, but why? And I said, well, maybe because I can.
Yes, Marish.
One of the reasons, though, that, because I had to ask myself that question, I was like, what is this about?
Yeah.
Because I want a partner. And so often, and it's not just that I'm older, I'm also very embodied. I am a full, very whole person who knows myself, who is in charge of my life, and who lives a very full, just robust life. So it's not just age, it's like life experience and sort of a difference. But I had to ask myself the question, why? Why does this keep sort of coming up other than they're hot and gorgeous?
There's that.
There's that. But a lot of men my age are steeped in a toxic masculinity and have been raised in a culture where there is a particular way that a relationship looks. And anything that starts to smell of that for me, I did enough of it where I was controlled and felt like I was a possession or whatever those things were, or prize, I have no interest in it, and I will not do it again.
The reason I got with young men is because men my age or older, well, now they're all dead, but before, they just never, they were always terrified to approach me. And younger men were the only ones that...
They're bold.
Yeah, raised by women like me.
But let a man say he wants a younger woman because she's more physically attractive, easier to teach, less experience, or not set in her ways. Then it's controlling, manipulation, a power imbalance, creepy, predatory.
If you're 30 with a 20-something-year-old young girl under 25, that's weird. That's so weird and predatory. I don't care what nobody says. I think a lot of men who love that young age gap dating do it because they want whoever they're dating to mesh or mold into who they are as a man versus becoming their own woman. And so when he started to see you become your own woman, he was like, I gotta put a leash on her.
And maybe I'm choosy mama. It's not gonna happen.
Right.
At all. Fuck no. And that's actually a good point because around that age, that's when I was still getting fucked up, I was usually dating guys that were like 8 or 9 years older than me. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But there would always hit a point where they'd be like, okay, well, you have to stop doing this. I'm like, you can't tell me shit.
And then I've seen women call out other women for dating much younger too. They'll say it's giving desperate, going out sad, they have low self-worth, they're trying to hold on to their youth.
Serious question, is Keyshia Cole slow?
Are you slow?
She have like any kind of like mental disability? Here's that Keyshia Cole is always chasing after a man that is much younger than her.
When I hear women my age and older talking about messing with YNs and young dudes, what's wrong with you? You cool? When we was that age, we didn't even want those boys because they was immature, they didn't want nothing serious, and they was playing games. So at your big old age, why exactly would you be going back and dealing with them?
At what point do we stop acting surprised and recognize this is simply the type of man that she tends to gravitate towards? Now, money changes your options, but not necessarily your tastes. One thing that people assume is that success automatically changes attraction, and it doesn't. Being beautiful, being famous, being talented, being wealthy, having options, none of that automatically changes what catches your eye. People keep saying, does she know she's Keyshia Cole? Okay, and money might expand your dating pool, but it doesn't automatically change who you're interested in swimming with. And there's a difference between who somebody can date and who they want to date. This is really about Skrilla, let's be real. If Keyshia had popped out with a different rapper, maybe Skrilla baby, I don't think the reaction would have been this loud. This is about Skrilla, his music, his image, his reputation. He's a Philly drill rapper. If you've been on TikTok, you've probably heard 6'7", whether you meant to or not.
The shooter stay strap, I don't need mine. Bro put belt right to they behind. The way that switch, bro, I know he down. 6'7", I just bit right on the highway. Bit, highway. I just bit right on the highway. Check hook, sitting in the driveway. Pull up, do. 6'7". Yeah, no, that's tough though.
People aren't just reacting to the age difference. They're reacting to what Skrilla represents in their mind. And that's an important distinction.
Keyshia Cole, Skrilla, Scroll. What the fuck is y'all thinking? She washed up. He from Kensington. I guess there's somebody out here for everybody.
Now, what I'm not going to do is keep warning y'all about these motherfucking Philly ninjas. Keyshia, what the fuck is you doing? Huh? What the fuck is you doing with Skrilla, whatever his name is. Girl, if you don't move the fuck around, ain't you been hurting, crying, and whining? Girl, this ain't what you want over here. This ain't what you, and I like you. I love your music. You done got me through some shit, I promise you. But this right here ain't what it is. This ain't what it is. Oh, fuck. But you know what, though? You know what? I gotta remember that you are Frankie daughter. You Frankie daughter. Why would she say that? Like,
Every time a celebrity pops out with somebody, the internet starts acting like the relationship application has to be approved by the comment section. Who's good enough? What's beneath them? Who's worthy? So which one is it? Have fun or don't? Because when Cardi B was spotted with that soccer player overseas, you know, the one with the baby mama drama, a lot of y'all were saying, oh, she's just having fun. She don't need to marry him. Let her enjoy herself. Nobody was demanding wedding bells. Nobody was saying she needed to start thinking long term. The opinion was, girl, live your life. Now, Keyshia pops out with Skrilla, and suddenly everybody's talking about marriage and heartbreak, compatibility, life choices, blah, blah, blah. But which one is it? Are women allowed to have fun? Or does that advice only apply to certain women? Because the internet can't say, oh, don't make every relationship about marriage, and then turn around and make this relationship about marriage. Pick a side. Now, people keep dating Keyshia on her behalf. Everybody has an opinion about who Keyshia should be with, but nobody seems interested in who Keyshia actually wants. People keep saying, oh, she deserves better. She should know her worth. Does Keyshia know who Keyshia is? Maybe, but deserving better and wanting different aren't the same conversation. If somebody consistently chooses a certain type, eventually you have to accept that's probably their preference and it's not an accident. And the reality is that a lot of y'all can't even pick a man. The biggest contradiction isn't even Keyshia Cole. Maybe it's the internet. Because every week women are told, date who makes you happy, stop living for other people, do what you want. Then somebody actually does, and suddenly the rules change because people don't like the choice. Social media loves freedom right up until somebody uses it in a way that the majority doesn't approve of. But let me know what y'all think. Is the reaction really about the age difference, or is it about Skrilla specifically? Do you think people are judging Keyshia or projecting what they think her dating life should look like? Does date who you want only apply when the internet approves of the person? Or do you think people are right to be disappointed based on her dating history? If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hype it, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and share it with somebody who's been following this discussion. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Has it ever been a point, right, where you was like, where you had to be reminded of who the fuck you are, though?
What does that truly mean? Knowing who you truly like, knowing your worth, and people playing in your face. So, and then what do you do? What do you, what do you do?
Sometimes you got to silence the noise around you because we hear so much opinions about us from other people. Sometimes you might start believing that shit, and their opinions aren't real.
And pretty much I know that truly.
And who you date. Right. Like, because I was saying the comments around whenever you would go viral for, actually, you're not going viral. It would be something around your relationship, right? That's what I was gonna say. And it would be like,
yo, does she not know who she is? Like, she is Keyshia Cole. She don't need to put up with this shit. Or how did he even get to be with her? Why she keep dating a young girl? Why she, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so no, I just want to know because people say it all the time. Remember who you are. Mm-hmm. And I thought remembering who I am, just my personal opinion of myself and love. Mm-hmm. And when you truly love somebody, you don't just be like, oh yeah, because I'm Keyshia Cole, now I can go out and I can show him who I really could be with or who I really could be around, who really my friends, who really like. No, it's cool. And whatever happens, God is happening because God said it's happening.
If they say, remember who you are, well, maybe clearly we don't know you. Like, people don't know
so
you.
Above all of this is what that is. It's like you're above all of this. You're greater than everything that's happening in your life right now. That's so what sit above that. Don't deal with nothing. And actually, don't even bring nobody to the forefront no more. Actually, we don't even want to see you with nobody, Keyshia, until it's... That's how you feel like people feel? I think so. Mm-hmm. Because I'm not taking it as a way that like people feel like they don't want to see me happy. Well, sometimes. But, they rather see it like if it's going to be real, then it's going to be forever. Right. You know what I'm saying? I think my fans...